The year was 1999, only 1 year after the launch of the much anticipated Tata Indica. Ratan Tata, the chairman of Tata Group, was considering selling the passenger car division. He decided to approach Ford Motors and a meeting was fixed in Detroit, USA. During the meeting, the Ford official said, "Why would you start a passenger car division when you knew nothing about it? We will do you a favor by buying your car division." This did not go down well with Ratan Tata, and eventually the deal did not go through. Tata Motors persisted and eventually turned things around to become a profitable venture. In 2008, the global financial crisis hit the world hard, and one of the victims was Ford Motors. They were looking to sell off two of their brands, Jaguar and Land Rover, which were not performing well. In came Ratan Tata and not only bought the two brands but also transformed them into profit-making entities over the next few years. This is just one of the highlights of a brand that laid the foundation of Indian industry and put India on the world map like no other brand. आज हम आपको बताएंगे टाटा ग्रुप की कहानी जो शुरू हुई गुजरात के एक छोटे से शहर में और आज दुनिया के अलग अलग कोनों में पहुंच गई है। मार्च 1839 को साउथ गुजरात के नवसरी शहर में जन्म हुआ था जमशेदजी नुसेरवानजी टाटा का। उनके पिताजी अपने खानदान के पहले बिजनेसमैन थे और बड़े होकर जमशेदजी ने भी अपने पिताजी के एक्सपोर्ट ट्रेडिंग बिजनेस में काम करना शुरू किया। काम के सिलसिले में जब वो हांगकांग गए तो उन्होंने वहां देखा कि कपड़ों का ग्लोबल मार्केट बहुत बड़ा है। आने वाले सालों में उन्होंने जापान, चाइना और ग्रेट ब्रिटेन में जाकर अपने ट्रेडिंग बिजनेस के नए डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन चैनल्स बनाए और 1868 में 29 वर्षीय जमशेदजी ने बॉम्बे के चिंचपोकली एरिया में एक पुरानी ऑयल मिल को खरीदकर वहां एक कॉटन मिल की शुरुआत की और ये थी टाटा ग्रुप की शुरुआत। In 1874 he set up textile mills in Nagpur, away from Bombay, which was the textile hub of India at that time. He was such a visionary leader that Tata became one of the first companies in the world to establish an 8-hour workday for all employees and medical benefits for employees, which was unheard of in the 19th century. Jamshedji Tata's dreams were bigger than anyone in the country could have imagined. He had 4 goals in life: to establish an iron and steel plant like the ones he had seen in Germany, a hydroelectric power plant on the lines of the Niagara Falls power plant, a chain of hotels across the country owing to the power of tourism, and, since he valued education above everything, a national level educational institution towards science and technology. By the time Jamshedji passed away in 1904, at the age of 65, he could only see one of his dreams fully realized when the Taj Mahal Hotel opened its doors in 1903. In less than 40 years, Jamshedji Tata took not just his company, but the country forward by leaps and bounds, earning him the title of the father of Indian industry. जवाहरलाल नेहरू ने उनकी विजन को देखते हुए उन्हें वन मैन प्लानिंग कमीशन का खिताब दिया। 2021 में जब टॉप 10 फिलैंथ्रोपिस्ट की लिस्ट निकली तो बिल और मिलिंडा गेट्स दूसरे नंबर पर थे और सबसे ऊपर थे जमशेदजी टाटा विद डोनेशंस ओवर $102 बिलियन। आज हर बिजनेस फिलैंथ्रोपी की बात करता है, मगर जमशेदजी टाटा was so ahead of his time that he believed in giving back to the society even back in the 19th century. After Jamshedji's passing, his elder son Dorabji Tata took over the mantle in 1904, and by the time he passed the baton to his successor, the Tata Iron and Steel Company had been established. Tata Power came to existence, and with it, Tata's hydropower plant had been established, and the first batch of Tata's Indian Institute of Sciences commenced in 1911. Along with this, the company also managed to open its first overseas office in London. It was in 1938 when the successor to Dorabji was named, and it was not one of his sons but a distant cousin, Jehangir Ratanji Dadabhoy Tata, better known as JRD Tata. Even though he had been with the company since 1925, he had been living in France and was a passionate aviator. And in 1929, he was the one to obtain India's first ever pilot license, which was fitting since his mother, Suzanne R.D. Tata, was the first woman in India to drive a car in 1905. JRD had already worked on and created the Tata Air Service to carry mail across the country, but after he became chairman in 1938, he launched the first passenger airline in India by the name of Tata Airlines, which changed to Air India in 1946. They even helped the British during the Second World War. After India's independence, the Tata Group would have more opportunities to grow and prosper, but not before facing some of their toughest times. टाटा ग्रुप की कहानी को पूरी तरह से एक वीडियो में कवर कर पाना मुश्किल है, तो इसीलिए इंतजार कीजिए पार्ट 2 का, जहां हम बात करेंगे टाटा एयरलाइंस, टाटा मोटर्स और टाटा के लेजेंडरी चेयरमैन रतन टाटा की. And if you think you know everything about Indian aviation, test your knowledge with the quiz called Aviation in India, only on Mind Wars.